Hi, it's Diane, and here I am driving again to the ER. Now, I wouldn't recommend this if you really are having chest pain. Been in the field of cardiology a few years, so there's no shortness of breath, but there is chest pain. It doesn't radiate down the arm or into the back. There's no sweatingness, nausea. What I'm suffering from is probably broken heart syndrome, and you can look that up. It's a syndrome. It's actual syndrome where you can actually get a spasm in a muscle when you have a broken heart, when a relationship breaks up, or when you don't have friends to talk to and you're sitting alone a lot, or you just have a broken heart. Maybe you're remembering the past and you're stewing in cortisol, or you're stewing in that stress chemical, and or maybe it was sudden distressful news like me, to hear all of a sudden something very distressful and get chest pain almost immediately that night. So, not recommending that you ever drive to the ER. If you ever did, it's not a great idea. But we're going to give this a go. And this is my second time in 3 days. They'll check your blood levels for your blood levels of your myocardium is made of muscle fibers, and they'll see if anything's in the blood that looks like they've been damaged. Troponin level, it's called. Very specific and very sensitive nowadays. It used to be that if I just worked out and I had a test, my blood levels could be up, but now they're very sensitive and specific to the heart muscle. Very incredible. Chest pain can be caused by vasospasm. If you have a lot of stress in your life, the actual arteries on your heart can tamp down. Now, if you have a blockage there, it tends to be in that area sometimes, not necessarily have to have a blockage. And when it tamps down like that, it's like, taking your hose, your water hose, and crimping it. Then parts of your heart actually don't get oxygen. So that's different than a broken heart syndrome, which can just be a chest muscle spasm, from the distressful news that you just got 3 days ago. This is different. Vasospasm is when you get chest pain, and actually during that time, parts of your heart muscle can die. So you do want to get into a hospital. See, now it radiates, to my back, and women have different symptoms. They don't necessarily have it going down the arm. Oftentimes they have it in the back between the shoulder blades. It doesn't feel like an elephant on my chest. It feels like a butter knife pushing right here, right there. Butter knife pushing right there, constantly. A 3 out of 10, 2 out of 10 pain. So we'll see how this works out. I wanted to tell you that heart disease is caused by risk factors. One of them is stress. And if you have prolonged chronic stress because you're alone a lot or you don't have relationships, I'd advise you to do everything you can to get out there. You can join, I'm in 3 Bible studies. And a good friend of mine who went through this said, you go to as many groups as that you need. I'm in a support group as well. And someone there offered to go out to dinner with me if I'm ever alone. So 3 Bible studies, people praying for you, the miraculous, to help you find other people in your life, because you need to work on having people. So far, I have about 5 good friends. I think that's a lot. And 12 people came to my house over Christmas. They drove all the way out to the country where I live. 12 people. I consider that rich. 12 people drove out to the country. We had a great time. We were having so much fun, we didn't even play the games I had planned. So, find friends, get rid of that chronic stress, work out, because if you don't work out and you're sedentary, that's a risk factor. Don't smoke, that's a risk factor. High cholesterol, Now, we can talk about that later, because there's things you should do first. And that is go on a vegetable diet with very low meat. Don't eat that paleo diet. So heart killer. It's a heart killer. But just cut back on the meat, the butter, cut back to maybe a pat a day of butter, lots of water, lots of fresh leafy greens. They actually fill you up, and because there's so many nutrients in those greens, it shuts off that little nutrient gauge in your brain that is looking at all the, monitoring your nutrients, and it says, oh, this woman had a power punch of nutrients. Actually, you can read about it. That's true too. You have to eat nutritious foods. You have to really eat a nice healthy salad with all the colors you can get in there every day, a steamed vegetable every day, carrot sticks and celery in between, handful of cashews, handful of almonds, handful of walnuts, oatmeal, lots of water, oatmeal every day. And those kind of very high, they absorb water, the oatmeal, the greens, and fill your belly up. And so now on, you're satiated because you have enough minerals, vitamins, and fiber to bloat you out. Those are 3 ways that your body's going to tell you stop eating. And then have some fruits. Don't overdo the dry fruits. Fruit juice only a half a cup a day. So with that advice, you're eating right, you're exercising, you're getting friends, because isolation is the enemy of the heart. And then what you do next is that you get into your word every day. And I want you to really, like we talked earlier, that 3x5 card. And that's what you're going to dwell on in times of stress and trouble. If you change your cognitive behavior therapies, that's the best kind. If you can change your thoughts, you're gonna win this. We're gonna win this. So I'll see you later. I'll let you know the outcome. And in the meantime, you exercise. You eat those 5 fruits and vegetables a day. Nice big healthy salad, oatmeal, 2-3 fruits, ton of steamed vegetable. Cut back that meat, because we both have to do our part. Remember, we're in this together, to do this together. Lots of water. Don't forget the water. And I really think that our health is going to get better, and our outlooks are. I'll tell you more about that later. Okay, this is Ray talking to you, my friend.